Ladies and gentlemen, today's subject goes by the name of Michael Mikey. We've covered him before when we had a look at his video about channel trailers. However, let's have a look at him again. He's recently fallen afoul of YouTube age restricting. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I just want to make it clear that I've trimmed out the relevant parts of his video and removed the irrelevant parts and just describe what happened in them, just the parts that I want to go over and compare with the YouTube guidelines. I've also dug out a few of the policies and I think I've managed to ascertain the reasons why. But let's have a look at his opinions, shall we?
I find quite a few of these to be pretty silly. YouTube has age restricted your content. We wanted to let you know that our team has reviewed your content and we don't think it's in line with our community guidelines. As a result, we've age restricted the following content. Legalize pot already.
You feel that that's a perfectly acceptable video for people under the legal age. I don't know what it is in America, 21 or whatever. It's legal there to use pot in some places, whereas in other places, e.g. here, it's illegal. I don't feel it's acceptable for that sort of content to be advertised to people under the legal age, but that's merely my opinion. Looks like YouTube agrees with my opinion.
The video I made back in December where I was high.
You were going to not get high until you got high.
And I advocated for the nationwide legalization of pot, which I guess I can kinda sorta understand because, you know, I guess talking about pot isn't exactly the most family-friendly thing, but...
Oh no. Not a great big but.
Then again, it's pretty common sentiment at this point that pot should be legalized nationwide. We have more and more states legalizing pot, so I don't really see why YouTube necessarily has a problem with this kind of content. I mean, again, it could be worse. They could have removed this.
I find it interesting that YouTube asks me for a declaration of what's in my content when I upload it. Surely they should be asking him for a similar declaration and dealing with this on upload, rather than waiting until months later to age restrict him.
But I still find it odd that such a popular sentiment YouTube takes issue with.
I think it's perfectly correct that YouTube should be asking for proof of ID before showing pot-related content to people who may not be of the correct, shall we say, age demographic to be using such a substance. I would say the same should probably go for cigarette tasting videos or vaporizer pen related content as well.
And puts behind an age restriction, but whatever. Let's look at the other one, shall we? Another one that advocates for the legalization of pot. This one I made quite a few years ago, similar vein to the other one I showed off. That's from December. I was high in this video, but I find this video to be kind of embarrassing, so I unlisted it, but YouTube still had a problem with it.
Yeah, YouTube will take issue with any video regardless of when it was uploaded or whether it's private or unlisted or not.
And placed it behind an age restriction despite it not being public for like 2 years now or something like that.
He said that his next video was about September the 11th and he doesn't have any gripes with that one being age restricted.
Oh wait, this is the same video. Legalize pot already. You age restricted the same video twice.
Isn't it obvious? YouTube's high as a kite all of the time.
Like, what the fuck? I know YouTube is run by broken AI, but still, Jesus Christ.
He goes on to say that another video that he made about Mario Maker was also age restricted. However, giving that video a watch, I would say that it perhaps fell afoul of YouTube's vulgar language policies. Excessive swearing. A lot of F words in there, ladies and gentlemen. But in looking at the policies, it would seem that cannabis-related content does fall afoul of the YouTube policies. Drugs and controlled substances, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting video to look into. I have other videos on my channel. Feel free to go and give one a watch. And I'll catch you next time. See ya.